next guest, Rich, knows firsthand how terrifying it can be to take a giant leap of faith. In 2020, when the Florida native was on the verge of losing a heartbreaking battle with addiction, he put his faith into the hands of a complete stranger. Now, 5 years later, Rich is making headlines, and he's even gone viral over his search for the kind-hearted woman who changed his life forever. Take a look.
I started struggling with substance abuse when I was in my teenage years. My entire adult life, from the ages of 19 to 36, was a constant battle. It's difficult to articulate the feelings of hopelessness and sadness that I experienced over those years. I truly felt just a sense of constant shame and overwhelming disappointment in myself. By 2020, my health was starting to very severely deteriorate. It was difficult for me to walk unless I had alcohol in my system. I had paralyzing anxiety and panic attacks constantly. One of the hardest parts was watching my wife really start to give up on me. She was one of the last people I had left in my life that hadn't given up on me at that point. I had gotten into a cycle of going into crisis mode and calling crisis lines. That never really got me very far, but one night I made a phone call, and that night, Caitlin picked up the phone. Whatever Caitlin said to me that night must have been pretty impactful, because the next day I was on a plane to Mississippi. Getting sober was the most difficult thing that I've ever had to do in my life. And it's not just about quitting drinking, it was about having to confront my entire life, my past, my shame, all of my mistakes, all of the things that I did that I'm not proud of. On that first day, the only thing I could focus on was trying to get to 30 days of sobriety. That was unimaginable to me. And then I achieved that 30 days, and then 60, and then 90, and now here I am, 5 years later, still sober. But there was one person that had a massive impact on me, and she was a total stranger. And her name was Caitlin, and I knew I had to find her and say thank you to the person that helped me start this entire journey.
Rich joins the Tam fam. Oh, wow. What is it like hearing that story? I mean, you're telling it, but obviously it triggers a lot of emotions.
Yeah, having lived it, and I'm still very emotional just hearing that.
Yeah.
And my one goal was to not cry on this show, and it hasn't even started yet, and I feel like I'm already there.
Listen, you can cry. Everybody. That's why we keep the tissues right here, because we know. Wow, I'm so struck by the fact that you didn't remember the conversation. You don't remember what Caitlin said that got you to get on that plane.
I don't remember what she said, and the way I describe that phone call is I don't remember what she said, but I'll never forget it.
Wow. And so you got there, the facility, and she had anticipated, like so many other people, this difficult situation that you'd want to leave. She got you somewhere where the nearest gas station was 23 miles away.
It was the first morning, and I said, all I want to do is get out of here, and they basically said, good luck. And so I stayed.
And so you stayed.
That's
and
right.
You battled.
I battled.
It was not an easy battle.
It wasn't an easy battle. No, that's right.
And on the other side of this moment, when you realized that, gosh, I got to the 30 days, and now I can keep going.
That's right.
Were you thinking about Caitlin and what because you don't remember what she said, but it's what she did for you.
It was a small, the moment with Caitlin was small, but the contribution was very big.
Okay.
And so throughout, I'm 5 years sober now, so throughout this 5 years, thank you. I appreciate that.
And you're not just 5 years sober, you went on to earn your college degree, you went to law school.
Yeah.
And just a few weeks ago, you took the bar exam, you became a lawyer at age 41.
I have to stop you there. I took the bar exam, results come out next week, so I'm not a lawyer yet.
That's okay, that you are.
We're almost there.
Listen, you will be a lawyer. You will be a lawyer.
That's the hope.
You will be a lawyer.
Thank you, that's the hope.
You then went on a search for Caitlin. You went on social media because you wanted to thank her. So you went to do, TikTok do what it does, or social media. You went in search of Caitlin because you wanted to, it's like a full circle moment.
That's right.
So you posted this and people started replying.
That's right.
Could you believe it?
I was very surprised at the response, how quickly it was and how quickly they found her, because it was very fast.
Yeah, they found her. You got her on the phone.
That's right.
You have spoken to her.
Many times.
Many times, but you've never met her in person.
I've never met Caitlin in my life.
You do know she's here.
I know she's here. I know she's here.
Coming up, we are all going to meet Caitlin Together.